So which one do you think is the correct one there?
D.
Okay, this one is D because it added in the word not here and it added in the word not here. It did not switch anything. So that's the correct one. A has not, but on A it switched it. Okay? Okay, so I'm sorry, I just need to explain this again real quick. So on the first one, the converse is switching. The giraffe went to the first part. Mammal went from the last to the first part. Okay. And then on this third one, for the contrapositive, what do? Yeah, both. You switch and you make it say not. So basically the main idea of the first part of the hypothesis is 4 congruent sides. The main idea of the conclusion is that it's a square. So we're going to switch them and make it say not. And yep, A is the correct one. Because notice how 4 congruent sides went to the back and square went to the front on this sentence. And they both added in the word not. Like here is not, does not. So they switched places and it added the word not. So that's what we call contrapositive. Okay. If the two lines, actually let's put a bracket around this like this. If the two lines are parallel. If the two lines are parallel, what's up with corresponding angles? They are congruent. If the two lines are parallel, corresponding angles are congruent. What does congruent mean? It means like equal to, the same. So if the two lines parallel, corresponding angles are congruent or equal. So as an example of corresponding, that would be like this angle and this angle right here. Those are corresponding angles. Okay. Next one, alternate interior angles. If the lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are congruent. Okay, alternate interior congruent. So alternate interior is like this angle and this angle right here. That's one example in that figure. Okay, if the two lines are parallel, alternate exterior angles are congruent. So alternate exterior is like here and like right here. Okay, now the next two here, same side interior. Good. These are not congruent, they are supplementary. Okay, what does supplementary mean? Good, it means that they add to 180 degrees. They add to 180 degrees. So same side interior, an example of that would be like this angle and this angle right here. Okay, if the two lines are parallel, same side exterior angles are supplementary. Which again, that means they add up to 180. So same side exterior is like this angle and this angle right here. Okay, now next, vertical angles are, okay, they're not just congruent, they are always congruent. Vertical angles are always congruent. Vertical angles are always congruent. So an example of vertical angles would be like this angle right here and this angle right here. And then linear pair of angles are
Always supplementary.
good. Always supplementary. Okay, linear pair always supplementary. So an example of linear pair would be like this angle and this angle right here. Now, again, what do we say about these linear pair? They're always supplementary. So what does that mean about those two angles?
180.
Very good. That means that they add to 180 degrees. They add to 180 degrees. And so when I go back over here to what we talked about on this side, what do we say about same side exterior? Yes, they're supplementary. That means they add up to 1. Okay, on the back. So what type of angles are 4 and 6?
Same side interior.
Good. Because if you think about it, 4 and 6 are both between the walls. So if anything's between the walls, between those lines, that's on the interior. It's on the inside. So they're both interior. And the other thing is, notice how they're both on this side. They're both on the right-hand side. So they're on the same side on the interior. So that's right, they're same side interior. Okay, next, what's 3 and 6?
Alternate exterior.
Okay, notice that both of those, again, are on the inside. They're interior, but these are on opposite sides. Like, angle 3 is on the left side of the transversal, angle 6 is on the right. And that's what this word alternate means, is it means to, like, switch back and forth. Okay? So one's on the left, one's on the right. So alternate or alternate interior is what those are. All right, next. Which pair of angles in those are alternate interior? 2 and 6. Okay, next one. How many pair of corresponding angles are there? Now, this one's a little bit tricky, but it says how many pairs of corresponding angles. Okay, so 8 and 1. Those are corresponding, right? Yep. So that's one pair of corresponding. Okay, 2 and 5 are the second pair. 6 and 3 are the third pair. 7 and 4 are the fourth pair. There are 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Okay, and then which angles in the which angles in the diagram are not corresponding?
2 and 7.
Yep, 2 and 7. Because what are 2 and 7?
Alternate exterior.
Those two are alternate exterior. The rest of them are corresponding angles. 1 and 5, 2 and 6, 4 and 8. All 3 of those are corresponding. Okay, on these last two, on the first one, we're looking for the value of x. Now, as I look in this figure, and we are assuming that these two lines are parallel to each other here, but here's where I see the x. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the angle where it's just a number without any variables. And so that's this one right here. So I know this angle is exactly 59. There's no variables there. So that's the one I'm going to use to help find the value of x. So the 59-degree angle and the one with x in it right here, what are these? Well, what type are they?
Same side exterior.
Same side exterior. Right? So on this one, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go 3x plus 16 plus 59 equals 180.
Is this one something we put in our graph?
You don't have to do that with this one. Okay. Now, on this one, a lot of people make the same mistake. They just want to put everything equal. Like they want to put 3x plus 16 equals 59. But that's not true here. This angle is not equal to this angle. So that's the reason I did not put 3x plus 16 equals 59. They are same side exterior of parallel lines, which means they're supplementary. That's why I put a plus between these two, equals 180. All right, so let's solve for x. All right, so we're going to combine like terms first. Positive 16, positive 59. What does that make? 75. Okay, so 16 plus 59 is 75. Just bringing the 3x down, just bringing the 180 down. What do I do next?
75
Minus. There you go. So subtract 75 on both sides. That zeroes out. That leaves 3x equals 105. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 3. Equals 35. Okay, now the last one says to find the value of y. So on this one, here's where I see the y. Now on this one, I'm going back to the 59. That's the angle that I know without a variable in it. And so now I don't care about what's going on down here. That has nothing to do with what I'm dealing with here, because I know what happens with these. What type of angle pair are these?
Vertical.
Those are vertical. And what do I know about vertical angles? They're always congruent. So these I am going to put equal to each other. So I'm going to put 7y plus 10 equals 59. All right, and then just minus 10 on both sides.